We're doing renovations, you'll cover half. My sister sent a text with a $92,000 contractor estimate for her house. Mom says it's your turn to contribute. I replied, no. She sent a voice note. Then, don't expect an invite to Christmas. I didn't respond. On December 24th, she posted photos. Family first. I commented, nice. P.S. the car in your driveway mine. Tow truck's on the way. 10 minutes later, my son whispered, Dad, why am I not in the family? He was sitting on the worn blue couch in the firehouse day room, feet not touching the floor, wearing his too big red Station 14 hoodie. Cartoons were playing on the TV. A pot of burned, Qley's throat, coffee sat on the warmer. The guys were messing with the foosball table down the hall. I was supposed to be writing a report. Instead, I'd opened Facebook. There it was, my sister's post. My parents' living room, tree glowing, matching plaid pajamas, everyone squeezed together and smiling. Caption, family first. Couldn't imagine Christmas without my people, every grandkid, every adult. My mother in the middle holding my sister's youngest in a very clear, very empty spot where my kid wasn't. I felt Liam lean into my side to see the screen better. He's 9, quiet, serious, the kind of kid who always asks before touching anything. He counted faces softly under his breath. I heard him stop. Oh, he said, just that one syllable, so small it barely existed. My throat went tight. My hands were already shaking from the text thread that got us here. Now this. I scrolled. Second photo. My parents holding a sign that said, Renovation starts January 8th. New chapter for this home. Third photo. My sister and her husband on the front steps with their kids. Same driveway. Same silver RAV4. The one in my name. Some part of my brain clicked into firefighter mode. That weird calm that shows up on bad calls. You see the wreck, but you step around the glass and do what you need to do. I hit comment. Nice. P.S. the car in your driveway. Mine. Tow truck in 10. My finger hovered for half a second, then tapped post. Liam washed my face. Am I not family now? He asked. That was the fire. Not the house I've run into with smoke up to the ceiling. Not the flipped SUV on the interstate. This a kid in a borrowed firehouse hoodie asking if he counts. I swallowed hard. You're my family, I said. That's more important than any picture. He nodded, but his eyes stayed on that screen a second too long. My phone buzzed immediately. I locked the screen and put it face down on the table. Hey buddy, I said. You want to help me check the truck? We'll do our own Christmas tonight. He gave me a small smile. Can I ring the bell? Yeah, I said. You can ring the bell. We walked out to the bay. My heart was pounding like we were already on a call. I'm Mark, 39, firefighter/permed in Columbus, Ohio. Divorced, 1 kid, Liam. I work 24 on, 48 off at Station 14. When I'm not dragging hoses or riding the medic unit, I'm usually trying to be at every school concert and soccer game I can fit between shifts. My parents live 20 minutes away in the same split level I grew up in. My younger sister, Jenna, lives 5 minutes from them with her husband, Tyler, and their 3 kids. If you asked my family to describe me, they'd probably say, Mark's the responsible one. The firefighter, the guy you call when your car dies or your basement floods. They'd leave out the part where they also call me when the water heater goes out and they can't afford a new one. The electric bill is 2 months behind. The minivan needs tires, and you get overtime, right? Just this once. For years, I said yes. I picked up extra 24-hour shifts and handed cash to my parents in envelopes. I put repairs on my credit card. I co-signed loans. I told myself it was what you do. They watched Liam on nights when my ex-wife traveled for work. They helped in their way. It felt fair in some twisted equation I never wrote down. It started small. Can you spot us $300 until Friday here? We're short for Christmas gifts this year. Can you help there? Then numbers got bigger. A $5,000 roof loan that turned into a gift covering my parents' property tax after my dad retired early, co-signing for Jenna's RAV for when her old car finally died. I signed because she had 3 kids in car seats because she cried in the bank office because my mom kept saying, You're single, Mark. You don't have a big mortgage. Help your sister. Liam was 6 at the time. The loan officer never asked where he fit into all this. The money was one thing. The way they treated my kid was another. They never outright said he was less than. That would have been easier to fight. It was little stuff. Birthday parties where they forgot to get his favorite chips, but at everyone else's snacks lined up and labeled bowls. Jenna's cousin day photos where Liam was always shoved to the edge or mysteriously in the bathroom when the camera clicked. Grandparent gifts where her kids got bikes and tablets and Liam got a board game for all the grandkids to share that somehow never left their house. I told myself I was imagining it. Trauma brain from too many calls, overprotective divorced dad. Pick your label. Then came Adventure Island. 2 summers ago, my parents called it a grandkid surprise. They had matching t-shirts printed. Liam was excited for weeks. We pulled into the water parking lot, and my dad handed out season passes in little plastic sleeves. 1, 2, 3 passes for Jenna's kids. Nothing for Liam. When I asked, my mom laughed it off. Season passes are expensive, Mark. He doesn't live near us. He wouldn't use it enough to justify the cost. You can just buy him day tickets when you come. It's the same. Liam heard every word. He still wore the t-shirt. He still smiled. But on the drive home, he asked, "Why don't they want me around as much?" I should have drawn the line then. Instead, I picked up 2 overtime shifts and bought him his own season pass for our next weekend together. Just the 2 of us went. I told myself that was the answer. Do more, be more, fill in the gaps. I didn't realize I was teaching them something too. If they hurt my kid, I'd pay to fix it. The renovation drama started in September. I just finished a 14-hour night of calls. 1 kitchen fire, 1 overdose, 1 elderly fall, when my phone buzzed in the parking lot. It was a screenshot of a contractor quote. $92,000 for a full gut renovation of Jenna's outdated kitchen and a multi-generational suite on my parents' house. New floors, cabinets, bathroom, the works. Under it, Jenna had typed, "Good news. Contractor says we can start in January. If we pay half up front, we'll do $23,000. Mom and Dad would somehow scrape together $23,000. Mom said, "It's your turn to contribute. You make the most, so you'll cover the other $46,000. Family home equals family responsibility." I stood in the parking lot, bunker coat over my arm, reading it 3 times. $46,000. That's about a year of Liam's college at a state school. A decent used car. Every holiday shift differential, and side job I'd taken for the past few years. I wrote back 1 word. Number 2 minutes later, a voice note came through. Jenna's voice too bright, too sugary. Okay. Well, if you're going to be selfish about it, that's your choice. But don't expect an invite to Christmas. Then Mom's really hurt. She says you've never stepped up the way she thought you would. Tyler and I are doing everything, Mark. We have 3 kids. If you don't want to be part of the family home, maybe you shouldn't be around for family holidays either. I listened twice. Didn't reply. Blocked notifications from the family group chat, and went inside to shower off the smoke. I told myself they were mad in the moment, that it would blow over before December. I was wrong. They made good on IT.no Thanksgiving invite. Mom sent a single text. "You're welcome to stop by after dinner if you want to see your grandparents. Not bring Liam. Not we'd love to have you both. Just a slot, like a plumber appointment." I took Liam to my buddy Dan instead, one of the guys from my shift. His wife cooked too much on purpose. His kids treated Liam like a cousin. We went home full, tired, and a little less hollow. December rolled in. A week before Christmas, Mom finally texted, "We're having everyone on Christmas Eve at 4. Given the tension, maybe it's better if you and Liam stay home this year, and we reset in January. I don't want drama in front of the little ones." I stared at the little ones line until the words blurred. Liam is one of the little ones. I typed and deleted a dozen responses. How about no? Liam is a child, not a consequence. You're choosing a kitchen over your grandson. In the end, I didn't send anything. I screenshotted the message and filed it mentally under evidence. Whenever I feel like I'm overreacting, I go back to the words. Christmas Eve, I drew the short straw at the station, 24-hour shift. Liam's mom offered to keep him, but he begged to come with me. We were allowed as long as there were no active calls. The captain's a softie about kids at Christmas. Liam sat on the floor of the day room building a Lego fire truck while I filled out equipment checklists. The guys gave him a mini helmet and let him climb in the engine cab. He was so proud. I told myself this was fine, better than fine. We were together. That's what mattered. Then I opened Facebook. The family first photos hit, like opening a hot oven too close to your face. The sudden wave, the sting. Liam's Lego bricks clicked quietly. He leaned into my side. looking from the photos to me, trying to do emotional math an adult couldn't solve. Did we make them mad? He asked after a long silence. We, I repeated. Yeah, because we didn't go to the house. They did Christmas without us. I had nothing. No need to answer. No soft lie. They made their choice. I said finally. Now I'm making mine. That's when I posted about the car. That's when the shaking in my hand stopped, and something steadier took its place. Here's the thing about that RAV4. It's not Jenna's car. Not legally. 3 years ago, her transmission blew. She called me crying in the firehouse parking lot. Tyler's hours got cut. The van's dead. The kids have school. I can't walk them 6 miles. Mark, pleased that I went with her to the dealership just to look. We walked out with a 5-year loan in my name, her listed as an authorized driver. I made the $1,400 down payment from my savings. She was supposed to send me the monthly amount. Sometimes she did, sometimes a little short, but we'd catch up after tax returns. I covered the gaps because defaulting would hit my credit, not hers. So, when I saw that car in the family first photos at a Christmas my son had been disinvited from, something clicked. I couldn't make them love my kid. I couldn't force them to invite us. But I didn't have to fund their life while they erased him. I went to the watch computer, logged into my banking app, opened the auto loan, paid that month's installment, then hit the button to remove Jenna's access as an authorized user. Next, I opened my notes and found the number for the tow company we use when a crash car needs moving. Mike, the owner, is an old friend. We've pulled each other out of more than one mess. He picked up on the second ring. I called Mike's towing. Hey, I need a favor, I said, giving him the address, RAV4 details, and where the spare key was hidden. Not a repo. Title's in my name. Driver was authorized, no longer. Move it off their property. He hesitated. Family. Yes. Today. Liam was kneeling on the floor with Lego, glancing at my phone. Consider it done, he said. Then the messages came. Jenna, Mom, Dad, angry, frantic, blaming me. I ignored them. I canceled auto pay for their utilities, stopped the $200 weekly grocery transfer, and cut the family cell lines. Fire call came in. Liam watched from the doorway, feet behind the line. We ran the fire. Christmas morning, Liam and I had leftovers, small gifts from the station, Home Alone on DVD. It wasn't perfect, but it was ours. Aunt Lisa called. I told her everything. The $92,000 quote, the disinvite, the cars, the utilities, the phones. She listened. 1. I'm proud. 2. Let them spin it. 3. I'm bringing my kids tomorrow. Liam deserves Christmas with real family. Messages from Mom came again, furious. I typed, deleted, typed again. I'm not your backup bank. Liam is not optional. Until you treat him like family, you're off my accounts and out of my wallet. Merry Christmas. Then I blocked them all. The quiet felt loud. 2 days later, there was a knock while I was mixing pancake batter. Liam was drawing a fire truck. My parents and Jenna stood on the porch. I blocked the doorway. You can stay on the porch. You humiliated me, Jenna said. You disinvited my kid after expecting $46,000. I replied. It's not about the car, she snapped. It is, I said. And the utilities, the phone bills, everything I've been covering while you treat my son like a +1. My dad crossed his arms. You made your mother cry. I clenched my jaw. She made my son cry. You just didn't see it. Mom said. We just wanted a drama-free Christmas. It's about my child, I said. And the message he's getting. Actions have consequences. He'll remember the Christmas he was left out. I won't add watching me fund people who ignore him. Jenna, you're leaving us stranded. 1 car now. How do I get 3 kids to school? You refinance the loan into your name and pick up the car when it's yours. Until then, it stays with me. Dad jabbed a finger. You'll regret this. Money comes and goes. Family doesn't. I thought of Liam counting faces on a screen. Family does come and go, I said. Every time you choose a renovation over a child, you're not welcome here. When you're ready to apologize to Liam and treat him like Jenna's kids, we can talk. Until then, I'll mail important documents. That's it. Liam asked, Are we in trouble? No, buddy, I said. We're just making new rules. No more automatic transfers. No more bailing out Jenna. No more calls from people who remember me only when a bill is due. I picked up an extra overtime shift, not for them, but to open a dedicated account in Liam's name. College, trade school, first apartment. Later, I told him it was our future fire station fund. He laughed. Aunt Lisa came over with lasagna, ornaments, and her teens. We ate at my tiny table. Liam told cousins about the fire engine horn he got a honk. No jokes, no forgetting his name. Lisa said, "Your dad's been like this since we were kids. You did what I couldn't." After they left, Liam decorated a wooden house ornament. Me and Dad's house. Family, with 2 stick figures and a fire truck. We hung it in the tree. Parents never changed. The renovation stalled without my $46,000. They unfriended me on Facebook. The silver RAV4 sat in my driveway 3 weeks. On New Year's, I paid off the loan, sold the car, and split the money, half into Liam's account, half into a savings fund for emergencies. Christmas that year was small but ours. Liam laughed tangled in lights. Later, he drew our house, and, next to it, 2 stick figures and a fire truck labeled Real Family. I knew then we already had it.